Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. Stoked to be heading out on the lake today with Bec Gange. Bec is a part of the A team, aka the Axis wake team. It's been so fun to get to know her over the past couple of years, but I wanted to know more and kind of dive in to see what her summer is looking like, what she's been up to, whether it's been wakeboarding or foiling, and especially check out her brand new A24. This video is a lot of fun. Let's dive right in.
I did want to start because this is really like the first time that I even stopped by your house and I was like gawking at your backyard. It was super rad. But how's the spot? How long have you been out here for?
We bought the house in 2019.
Yeah.
Actually when I broke my leg, so we were moving in and I was on crutches, trying to help with plastic bags. But yeah, we bought it in 2019, so we've been there for a few years now.
Nice.
But
So,
love it. Like, it's just so convenient. The first time I've ever really lived on the water, like fully lived on the water, and it's just, I don't want to go anywhere anymore.
Yeah. I mean, especially with like the whole backyard set up and just having the view of the water. There's something about being on the water, right? That's like even where we live on Clear Lake on the canal, even just that little stretch is like enough to like make the day, or like go sit there at the end of the day.
Like we've got the pontoon and like we'll just in the evenings rip around on the pontoon or jump in this and go for a foil or something. Like I can't not live on the water for the rest of my life.
We're now like we're brainwashed now.
Exactly.
It has to be that way. And I know too because I think I've been on Axis coming up on 3 years, and so now it's pretty much taken me 3 years to come out here and be on the boat with you, and I'm not even riding, so it's almost like shame on me. And so like I'm kind of going through mine, and now you're recently recovered off of your injury as well, and so freaking awesome. Stoked to see you back on the water. But like, tell me how that's been.
Yeah, it's been this one's been challenging. Like this is my 5th one now, so like every surgery I had, I knew I was coming back from. Whereas this back surgery that I had, I kind of didn't know how it was going to go. Like, I kind of had people telling me, that might be it. You need to cool down a little bit now. So I was just kind of seeing how it goes. And so far, no regrets from having the surgery. Like, I feel like I'm just getting stronger and stronger as the days go on. So I'm excited.
Good on you for that. No, it's like, the knees, even for this one, right? Like, okay, there's very consistent outcome with this. Hey, you'd probably be good. But to have it be like unknowing, like in the back of your mind is, I don't know, that's got to be like for anyone. But you got a gym set up kind of in the garage too, huh?
Yep. Yeah. Like, I think the big thing with the injuries that I learned from all of them is to just trust the process.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to have so many ups and downs. Like, you're like, yeah, I feel good. And then the next day you're like, I feel like crap. Like, I went too much. But you just got to trust it. But yeah, I love having the gym in the house. It's like I've always gone to CF, but I set up a little studio in my garage, and it's so good. You can just go out there for half an hour and then just go back inside.
You said it's in the garage?
Yep.
Does it ever get like scorching hot in there? Do you have a fan?
Yeah, I put it like a little mini air conditioner in there.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe that's what I need to upgrade to like be more inclined to work out in the garage. So I'm always like, I step in there and I'm like, it's like a sauna in here, and I'm not supposed to work out. Like, I don't know about this. So
yeah, I put it didn't have insulation, so I put insulation in the ceiling and on the garage door.
Yeah.
Like on the roller door part. Yeah. And then I just got this little mini air conditioner that you just plug in and turn on, basically.
Oh, that's a hack for sure. Well, cool. I'm super glad that, like I said, I'm glad I was seeing some of the clips. I'm glad that your back's back in order. I still feel bad that I'm going to make you ride like a million times at the photo shoot because that's coming up. And
I learned to foil now, so I'm going to say we're already organized like at least one boat for me to foil behind.
You pretty much just like cued into my next question, because when we were at the shoot last year, you were starting to dabble on the foil and you're getting down on it. You're good. And then I know that Hyperlight started making them, so I was like, hopefully you can foil at the shoot to help take some of that load off of wakeboarding. Yep. So how is the foil?
It's fun. It's cool. We bought a secondhand one off someone, like super beginner one. So we learned on that. We actually learned behind the pontoon.
Oh,
we're like, let's go on the pontoon and just really like understand how it feels rather than worrying about the wake. So we learned on the pontoon, and then we started going behind the Axis and started. Nice. But it's fun. I can't like pump into anything yet, but like I'm cruising on the wave.
Good stuff. Good stuff. It's something to just like mix it up a bit. You know what I mean? Like going from there's those different feelings that is offered. I come back to this so much of the feeling that each board sport gives you. And so
Yeah.
to just be able to like unlock new pathways.
And it's so different. Like, I know surfing, you can do a lot of tricks, learn
Sure,
a lot
yeah.
of tricks, but like, it was so challenging just to learn it. And it's like weirdly peaceful when you're on it. Like, there's no
Yeah.
noise. Like, we'll just put it on the longer rope, like wakeboarding length, and go like the second wave or something. And it's quiet back there. You're like, oh, this is peaceful.
No, without a doubt. And you know, it's kind of helpful too, right? You're like building your brand from both aspects. So
Yep.
it's like there's something to be said for that.
And
which
it's
is super
growing. Like, everywhere
Yeah.
you go now, like, just ride tour and everything, everyone's like, oh, can we try the foil? Like, everyone wants to try it, so.
cool. That's why I got that
Yeah.
big disclaimer on there.
Yeah, yeah,
Big warning
exactly.
label, like, yeah, just be careful with this stuff. No, that's cool. How's your summer looking? Are you gonna be like, what's on the plan? Is it gonna be contests, demos, video part? What you working
Yeah.
with?
This year with contests, I kind of just want to go to the ones that I want to go to. Like, I feel like I've tried to go to all of them all the time, and it's just like, it's tiring, you know? And I'm starting to get an age now where I'm like, not retiring by any means, but just kind of choosing the ones that I want to go to and having more fun with it. And I want to do more videos, do like more of the just ride tours,
Yeah.
riders experiences, that kind of stuff. So traveling more for sponsors and doing demos and clinics and just like kind of spreading the love for the sport, basically. Like getting back to the roots of it, you know?
One of the best ways I think is like, we're in a weird niche sport, right? And so, you know, it's you almost like you just can't be larger than life. Like the interaction that we share with the community, I feel like is like what makes wakeboarding
Yep.
so special, you know? And like, I don't know, it allows us to interact, to grow, and you know, to like disperse that knowledge and like make everyone else's experience on the water better. I was talking to Tara as well, and she was just saying how, you know, I guess like the reason she coaches is because she can't just sit still in the boat. Like she sees somebody struggling, she just can't not jump in and say something. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
the demos and stuff like makes perfect sense. But it's nice to hear as well that you're picking and choosing for contests, because there's a lot that goes on, and it takes so much time leading up to it that if you choose to go to every one, I mean, okay, there's your whole summer. You're
Yeah.
just like on the grind,
Yep.
nonstop. So
And like, I want to take some time to learn new tricks, you know? Like, now my back's better. Like, all of last year, it was basically just trying to stay healthy enough to go to contests and
Yeah.
just do the season. Like, yeah, I tried some stuff, but like, I had to take it easy because like, I didn't want to get hurt, you know?
Most
Like, I'll
definitely.
make it worse. So last year was a lot about, oh, we're drifting.
You're good.
Last year was like a lot about just staying healthy,
Yeah.
really, so I can keep doing it. But this year, I'm like, okay, you know, I'm only getting older, and there's still a few tricks that I want to learn. So I kind of want to take some time this summer to learn some stuff as well. So
I love to hear that. I mean, would you say that that's kind of what's driving you? Like, it's almost like, why do you ride? You know?
Yeah.
Is it?
That's a good question, and I want to answer that properly. Why do I ride? I mean, I ride because I generally enjoy. Like, some mornings, you know, you're like, oh man, it's so much effort. I'm like sore, and then you get out here and you're just like, oh, I feel good. Like, that was fun, you know. So it's like, it's just fun to learn new tricks and like push yourself past something you didn't think you could do, you know. Like,
Love it. No.
and I mean, I love the sport. Like, I got into the sport because of family, like most of us, you know, like going out with mom, dad, and my brother and just having fun and being out in the water. So, like, that's always stayed with me to just, like, enjoy being out in the water. And that's a good thing with foiling and everything. You can do something different.
Definitely.
So you still love it. Because sometimes, yeah, you know, it is work in a way, but sometimes you just, like, you get beat. So
For
you
sure.
just
Hey,
gotta-
when you pull out too and the lake looks like this,
yeah, can't complain.
the feeling of the water, the feeling of your tricks, I'd say that's a perfect
Mm-hmm.
answer, like straight up. So that's super cool. I love it, Bec. And we're in a brand new A24 too.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely wanted to touch on this because that's like, you know, we're the A team. We've been doing it for,
18.
yeah, I joined on for a couple of years. And so run me through all the models that you had previously, and then let's hear about this one.
Cool. So in America, I've always had the A24.
Yep.
I had a 17 A24, a 19, and now this one's the 2023 A24. And the 17 didn't have the power wedge,
Okay.
still had the floating wedge. So once we jumped into the 19, that made just a world of difference. Like, that was probably one of the biggest steps in the Axis that changed when we had the power wedge. And then in Australia, I had 2 T22s. That's hard to say.
Yeah.
2 T22s. In Australia, yeah, I had a 17 and then a 19 in Australia. So, and that was sick. Like, that first one was just immaculate.
Yeah.
That thing was blue as well. I
Nice.
guess
Okay.
blue is
Okay.
my theme.
Yeah, because even your 19 was like teal,
Yep.
right? Nice.
But yeah, and then I had that last one, the A24, for 3 years, I think it was, and then got this one in February, and
Sweet.
just love it. And this one's the new hull from
Yep.
the last one. It's got the touchscreen, and like a bunch of other features. But yeah, it's steeper than my old one.
Okay.
I think that's the wake compared to my old one. I found the biggest difference in the wake was it's steeper and it's wider, which I like because you
Definitely.
can cut harder and you know you're not going to land in the trough.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
you
yeah.
have that down transition. So.
Without a doubt. No, that's so nice. I mean, the model hasn't changed too much, it feels. What's one thing on here that you notice or like that you prefer over the 19 model?
Well, another big thing that is the tower. So my old one didn't have the shock tower.
Gotcha.
So I got to go through the tunnel every day.
Yep.
So
We'll
like
insert
to
the
put
clip
the
of the tunnel.
so to put the tower down and I have the shock assistance, that's like made it so much easier
Rad.
to
No.
do that. And I've noticed how much deeper the hull is. So like sitting on the seats, like I feel like you're sitting lower. And I notice that when I try to put the rope on the tower, I can't reach.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, on this one I gotta go up on my tippy toe. So I definitely noticed the hull is deeper in that way too.
For sure.
But the touchscreen's awesome too.
Yeah, that's
big.
what I'll be
Yeah.
excited to get into. I feel I would like love to do some measurements on it, but when I was playing in like a T220 and even like the T235, how it felt like the gunnels were wider and it almost made like walking the side to like put the rope up a little bit easier. Does it
Yeah.
feel the same on this or it feels the same as the previous one?
No, it's probably a little bit wider.
Okay,
Yeah, I
nice,
didn't
yeah.
really think about that part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've noticed it's
Yep.
just like ease of access, even for getting into the boat. It's like it gave you like more space almost to
Yeah.
like just jump in and
Yeah,
be
it's
on your way.
crazy what like 2 feet or 1 foot.
Yeah,
a
right, yeah.
boat in here makes a difference.
Makes
like
a difference.
once you go big boat, you can't go back to a small one.
Yeah. What's your current weight setup in here for wakeboarding?
So I have a bag, the plug and play bag under the front.
Yep.
Which is 900 pounds, I think.
Oh,
But
no way.
I don't think you can fill it fully
Sure.
900 pounds.
Yeah.
But I got that one, and then I got 900 is in the back lockers.
Yeah.
And then I'll fill the hard tanks.
Yeah.
And then I have about 10 bags of lead.
Okay.
Just to offset stuff. So like compared to my last one, way less weight in this thing.
Gotcha.
And it's like just as good as my old one, which is cool.
That's
and then I got
awesome.
the LT4 in it.
So
So, I mean, it gets on planes so easy.
you're laughing.
Like,
Yeah.
you could load it so much more, but you don't need to. Like, and it's way more fuel efficient than the last one because it doesn't struggle to get up on planes.
Sure,
So,
well, it's a fraction
yeah.
of the weight, and so man, I'm super excited to like see what it actually looks like. So, I mean, I know we kind of did a shoot on it last year, and I didn't really recognize those differences. So now that you've had the time to like kind of dial it in, I feel like
Yep.
that's when these boats get really good. So you spend that time, and then once again, you're just like bestowing the knowledge.
Yeah.
Of, like, how do we make this boat perfect? Boom, here you go.
I'd be
So-
interested to see what mine looks like compared to yours because I actually run the wedge at 2.
Mhm.
Yeah,
you end
my
up-
last
yeah.
one I've been running at 3. But this one I felt like with just a little bit more real weight,
Yeah.
running at 2, and then it's like not too steep. You know,
Sure.
like it's big, but it's not too steep. Where at 3, I felt like I had to go a lot faster when I had it at 3, and now I've got it at like 22.4, wedge at 2, and it's sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so wedge. Oh wait, so wedge 2, 22.4,
Yep.
and what line length for that?
77
Oh, all right.
ish.
Yeah. For sure.
77 ish. I don't know. It's probably stretched out a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
now,
yeah,
but yeah, something
definitely.
around that.
Well, sick. I mean, sounds like the new shape is dialed. You got all the like the extra features, especially like the touchscreen, tower, weight setup dialed.
Yep.
Ready to go shred?
Yep.
Let's
Let's
go do
get
it. Sick. So. good shred out there.
Thank you.
Good
That
to
was
see you
fun.
back in. Good to see you back in form. You know, like looking like your old self. And
Thank you.
That's a great thing. And got the foil
Yeah.
shredded. So let's go.
Actually, that was probably one of the best foils I've done.
Was
actually.
it?
Yeah.
Good
Yep.
stuff. I love to hear it.
It was
Nice.
fun.
Well, I'm glad we got to catch up. Thanks so much for having me out. Boat looks awesome, and I'm sure we'll be spending some more time together over the summer. But that was a good time.
Thanks.
Cool.
Thanks for coming out and doing some droning, and can't wait to see the footage.
Yeah, definitely. So I'll drop a link to all of Bec's channels down below. You can go check them out there. Hit the like, subscribe, comment. We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.